You ever grow up loving a show and then years later find out that one of the stars was living a horror movie behind the scenes? Yeah, I'm talking about Seventh Heaven. But what I'm about to tell you has nothing to do with heaven. This right here is Seventh Hell. And Stephen Collins, he wasn't America's dad. He was a danger in disguise. Look, I grew up watching Seventh Heaven. It was either Monday nights or Sunday nights, I can't remember. But it was one of those feel-good family dramas. Right up there with Touched by an Angel and Beverly Hills 90210. The type of shows where the dad was present, the family was whole, and life was full of moral lessons. And Stephen Collins, he played the perfect father figure on TV. He was the pastor dad who somehow wasn't too strict, wasn't overbearing, just solid and a little judgmental. He gave sermons, broke up teenage drama, and told hard truths with that soft suburban wisdom. But real life reveals something darker, something demonic. So years after the show ended, audio tapes surfaced where Stephen Collins admits to inappropriate behavior to multiple underage girls. In one case, one was only 10 years old, and this was in the 70s. And in an interview with ABC News, he refers to her as a young woman, flipping the language. So let's pause right there. She was a child, a little girl. There is no such thing as mutual involvement when one of the parties is 10. It's beyond poor judgment. It's predatory behavior wrapped in nice language. And that wasn't the only incident. In another case, a 13-year-old girl asked him to help her set up the Atari. And during that moment, he crossed a boundary so disturbing, it still sticks to this day. Let's just say he made her see something that she shouldn't have seen. It wasn't an accident, it was a test. It's a classic tactic that predators use to gauge behavior or silence. Now here's something most people don't talk about. Stephen Collins wasn't just a predator, he's what's called a hebephiliac. Let me break that down real quick. Most of y'all know what a PDF file is, right? Which refers to adults who are attracted to prepubescent children. But this word refers to an attraction of kids basically between the ages of 11 and 14. It's still abuse, it's still evil, and it's still illegal. But people like Collins love to twist language, saying young woman instead of child, or inappropriate instead of what I did was abominable, just to soften the truth a little. We ain't softening shit over here. Look, and there are no words to capture how disgusting this whole thing really is. Not just what was done, that's bad enough, but how easily people like him walk away without any consequence. This is only what was recorded, what was taped by his, I believe now she's his ex-wife, and what he partially admitted to. There may be more. I'm sure there's more. And the saddest part, he's not the only one. So this ain't about cancel culture, it's about truth. It's about protecting kids before they need healing. It's about being preventative. It's about calling out behavior that hides behind charisma, fame, and holy roles. And fame and money should never be a shield from accountability. Language should never be used to mask evil. And children should never be a battleground for someone else's darkness. And to the survivors who carry these wounds into adulthood, we see you, we believe you, and we won't let your pain be edited out of history. Because some monsters don't hide under the bed. They smile on TV, pray before dinner, and star in family dramas. But behind the script, they wrote their own horror story, and we're not letting them hide. You are watching Fraser's Lounge, and there is more on the way. Peace.